We are doing another arrow little video here. So actually, I was looking at the achievements and we only have a few left. We have get over 8 blue and bow and sword buffs. We accidentally got the 120 swords in the previous run because, well, I just had that many swords at one point. I was gonna say I'll save the 120 swords for a blue run, but let's do a run first quickly. Let's stop messing around. Let's get a real sword run in this time now. Oh, but it's so slow at the start. Blue bow. Step 1, done. Arrow speed. 2 arrow speed boxes, you hate to see it. Let's grab sword cooldown. Arrow distance. There we go. Sword damage, that's what I like to see. And a +1 as well, not even a plus 0.5. But now that I know some of these nuances of the sword and that you can miss with the swords, you do actually have to aim with them, kind of. Because they can swerve out of control. That's something very interesting to take note of. Grab these two. Okay, we got both of those. Very nice. And you know what? I'm gonna start getting this belt right from the start here. The sooner we can take less damage, the more health we'll have moving forward. Get our sword count here as well. Ooh, more sword counts. You love to see it. But once we get this run out of the way, I suppose I will do the level 8 bow as well. Well, I'll do it once we get the build up and running, but just so we can knock out 2 achievements at once. Short cooldown for now though. But having the arrows built up just for some lifesteal is always nice. Because, I mean, we are going to end up getting arrow upgrades over time, so it'll help out. Ooh, there we go. If you are still looking, by the way, Seal Tone aka Lou, it has been a while since I last saw you around, so hopefully you're doing well. Let's see. We're doing quite well, so I'm feeling a bit cheeky here. Let's go for, if we can find it, the sword upgrade. If we can... hello? There we go. I accidentally did a double reroll there, but it's fine. We got the sword. We should be chilling like a villain. Ooh, here's the thing though. Sword cooldown 3 seconds. Technically speaking, I imagine you get diminishing returns, right, on the sword cooldown, because I assume it's multiplicative. So when you only have like, or if your sword cooldown is, let's say, 5 seconds at the start and you reduce it by 10%, you're reducing it by 10% of 5 seconds, which sounds like a lot. But eventually you'll get to a point where it's so fast anyway. Does a cooldown reduction of 10% really matter? Yeah, 3 seconds, yeah. Cooldown 5 goes from 2.7 to 2.6. I mean, it helps. But by how much it helps, we don't know. Let's grab that. More sword damage is always useful. Oh, yeah, like look at that. It just, all those swords completely dodged that enemy to the left and it just went straight for the boss, which honestly isn't that bad, but still not exactly ideal. So I guess it does kind of lock onto the enemy that you are sort of facing. So it is still kind of like the arrows in that you do have to aim them, kind of. You can't just have them auto lock on, but I imagine that's more, yeah, like you can see there, they lock on. I assume it's because there were no other enemies in sight. Meanwhile there, some of them go to the boss and some of them go to the mini enemy there. Let's go ahead and grab more swords, shall we? So far, so good. We are taking a little bit of damage, but the belt reducing a lot of the damage is pretty useful. We'll grab some health along the way if we need to. Ooh. Honestly, yeah. Okay, yeah, we're fine. Maybe it's better to actually have the swords directed like that. Because I used to think that it was annoying that the swords would always lock onto the small enemy, but if we can manipulate it to focus on the big boss, we can afford to dodge some of these smaller guys. Like right here. Just say, forget about that small guy. I just want to survive and go past that big boss. I think we did take some damage, so go ahead and heal that up. Back up to 2k health. If anything, now, yeah, actually, having the K as opposed to the actual number does make it, I mean, probably doesn't matter that much, but you do lose a little bit of frequency because now you don't know. Oh, 2,200 and what? 2,202? 2,220? What's going on here? Alright, but we're picking up some speed now. And we're still taking a bit of damage, so let's go ahead and, of course, heal it up as per usual. And, oh, we got that dog in us now. Level 3 dog. And what's up, Mechanica? Hopefully you're doing well. Gonna try and go for a lot of swords in this run here. We failed a couple of times, but hopefully this is gonna be the run. We can just make it past a couple more bosses. You know what? I feel like we have enough health. I'm gonna try and scout out for, yes, more damage reduction. We're down a little bit, but we should be fine. Give me that damage. Arrow distance +2. Ooh. Let me take a quick pause. Let's have a look at our current standing right now. 1.8 seconds on the swords, and we get 38 swords. It's okay, I suppose. Not the greatest, but like I said, once we get that big boy, and we can double our sword damage, that is where things are gonna get fun. Horizontal speed there. I'm gonna not take some of these hits just because I wanna be healthy enough to survive. Yeah, this big guy. That is the final dragon, but there are still the regular bosses. Once we get to the big boss, that is where we're gonna be fine. Oh, like look at that. Look at how close these swords are coming out for us. They're appearing just in time to take them out. Actually, no, we did take damage from that. So we might actually die here. Woo! Oh, okay, the swords came back in time. I go and heal all that back up and more. Alright, now there should be one more boss. I'm gonna play it a bit safe. And if we see a big guy, I'm gonna try and avoid him. Alright, let's go for it. Should survive that. Yep. Let's be safe for now and get some health. And it should just be pretty much a bullet hell against the final boss, which I think we should be okay in dodging. I have experience now with the final boss. We should be okay. Oh, there's still one more guy, but we'll have enough HP for that. Health. Go to game tree. It is the go to game, Risana. Alright. The final boss should be coming up now, and once we take this guy out, I'm just gonna try and preserve health. Like I'm not really too worried about killing these guys. I need to kill this boss, and then once I get the double damage swords, that's where things are gonna get fun. But I've never been this weak coming into the final boss. Normally we have like a souped up bow. Here we're relying on measly sword damage for now. So it's gonna be kind of slow. We only have one dragon. I think a level 3 dog. Our bow is very weak. But the reward for this though. Ooh, the reward will be nice. We just need to make sure that we dodge properly. But I think we can do that, right? Yeah, look at this dodging. Have you seen cleaner dodges? Ooh. Alright, get ready for it. There we go. Now we have to get, and even it's right there. Sword damage ×2. Let's go for it now. Let's have a look and see. 59 sword damage and 42. Let's pull out the calculator. Every 0.8 seconds we can do 59 times 42. 2,478 damage. That is, as they would say, a lot of damage. Oh, now it's all coming together now. Kind of, actually. We're still taking a lot of damage. It does suck that we have to aim it. I think We need to try and get some dogs as well. To double up the close range combat. We are actually taking quite a bit of damage here. I probably could have picked that up. Whoops. Alright, I think we're gonna play the pussy way and ooh. Oh, we just left him there. And we're gonna avoid everything we can until we can stack up enough damage buffs. I mean, in theory, we can just pick on the small guys. And let's see, heal up there. Just focus on face tanking the enemy bosses and healing it up with the health crates. Right, we need to do enough that we can survive. Whew. Getting very tight, I will say. When we face tank that dragon. Because remember, even though we do have 50% damage reduction, we do still need more health than the enemy that we're about to hit in order to actually have the 50% reduction in play. You know what? Let's go all in on the swords. I was fearing myself there as well, but I wasn't afraid. Ooh, look at now we're getting somewhere. Now we're getting somewhere. I'm still gonna use health pickups. Honestly, I think this is a play. Technically speaking, we are the damage. Our body is the damage if we just stack up enough health. We are the thing that is gonna do damage. I think we're safe enough to go for a sword here, yeah. Alright, we have 8 blue swords now, so that's that achievement done. I'll go for the rest of the blue bows later on. The arrow theory, yeah. Instead of writing my thesis on some stupid machine learning stuff, I should rather pivot to writing my thesis on this. Yeah, that's the thing I'm not liking about the swords. Whoa, their swords actually do redirect a bit there. I don't know if you saw that, like, it was about to miss the guy and then it just took like a sharp turn. Alright, let's see. Let's go for swords, yeah. But I need to remember now that the swords do kind of have a chance to miss. Like you can see there, they whiffed this guy over here. So you do still have to line up properly. I guess maybe maybe what they're doing is that the swords are lined up with somebody further on ahead. Because remember, the distance they can track maybe to things beyond what is on the screen. So maybe that's what's happening here. Ooh, okay, now the swords are doing damage. How much do we have? We have 70 damage, 0.3 seconds, 64. Let's just get more health. Also, at least since we're focusing on swords, the nice thing is that we can say, oh, we don't have to worry about getting the cape, we don't have to worry about getting the lifesteal stuff, because we know we're focusing on the swords. The only thing that matters is, well, health, I guess. A full-on melee build, if you will. If lifesteal could work on these swords, that would just be ridiculous. They should update this game to have new items for the swords. Because right now the swords are a bit of a neglected build, if I don't say so myself. Let's go with get them help. But now that we're almost up to this final boss again, and we can get another double sword damage. Oh my goodness. That is where things are gonna get very interesting. I honestly, you know what I should be doing? I should be starting to stack up speed. Also, we haven't gotten... It's one thing that I'm a bit sad about is that I haven't gotten many double enemy buffs. I would like to. I really would. Because... you know, double enemy buffs is always nice. But, let's see. For now, let's get another sword, I think. But, because I remember, like I said, when I was watching some of those, like, world record or high-ranking videos, they had swords, they had dogs, they had a lot of health, and they had, what is it called? I like how there's an enemy right next to me. Can I walk into him? I hope I can. But they also had a lot of the double enemy rewards. And I think if we can get some dogs as well, we can afford to try and have the dogs and the swords like clear out both lanes. So we don't have to worry about the conundrum of, oh no, how do we choose which one to attack if they're both lined up next to each other? Alright, let's reroll and grab... Where is it? Let's see. Sword damage times 2. Oh, this is just melting them now. Let's have a look and see. 160 damage. Every 0.1 seconds. 74 arrows. 160 times 74. 11,840 damage. That is a lot. You know what? I'm gonna get greedy. I will do... Do we even need sword cooldown? It's at 0.1 seconds. I don't think cooldown matters anymore. We can go for... Oh, do we go for double enemies? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go for double enemies. I mean, so far, we're getting some pretty good rewards. Sword damage, more sword stuff. Oh my goodness. This is absolutely worth it. Oh my goodness, look at how they just melt. Let's get freaky. Let's get some dogs. Sword cooldown minus 10. We don't even need it. Okay, now we know though that sword cooldown, it's basically... Yeah, it's gonna be at 0.1 the whole time. Let's focus on sword damage or sword... Honestly, wait, maybe sword count is better than sword damage. Now that I think about it. Because let's do some math, right? The sword damages are normally 0.5. Whereas, if I pick up a 0.5 damage per sword, that's gonna be 0.5 times 7... Okay, let me first reroll for something here. Let's get a dog. If we get an extra 0.5 damage, that's gonna be 0.5 times 79. But if we get an extra sword, that's gonna be 1 extra sword times 165. So, the hierarchy is sword count. Actually, yeah, sword count. That's sword count and nothing else. Because our sword damage will come from the ring at the final boss. So sword count is the way to go. And yeah, we're actually rephrase that. We're gonna get freaky with dogs. Also, what's up, Bingsu? And yeah, honestly, I need to start getting horizontal speed because that is gonna come into play towards the end. It's gonna be a dragon coming up. Let's go for more swords. Honestly, what I might do is, just because I'm lazy, I'll probably pick up a couple of bow upgrades just so I don't have to do a separate run for getting 8+ bow, blue bows. Where is it? There it is. As you can see, I am playing games designed for fake mobile ads. Alright, let's see. Sword cooldown doesn't matter. Oh my goodness, look at how quickly these things are going down. They're going down in like 2 volleys. Oh, do we go? Let's get double enemies. Why not? Oh, we are actually taking a bit of damage though from collisions. So hopefully we get some health pickups to recoup some of our losses here. Oh, speaking of, there's a 2.4k. But something we have to worry about is going to be... Ooh, fancier looking blue bow. Why I've been saying that I need to get some extra speed increases, horizontal speed is, as you can see, some of those enemy bosses are actually kind of fast with their little things. Oh, okay, not the dragons. But they're kind of fast with their little swords that they shoot out, so we need to be able to dodge those. Sword count there. Oh, look at how it's going. Just look at how much damage this... Yeah, like these swords right here, they actually go quite fast and they do quite a bit of damage. So trying to dodge them is kind of futile. The strats apparently are just to wiggle back and forth really fast, which I think is very funny. Sword damage, sword count. Remember, we have to go for that. Also, oh. Okay, no, we're fine. Let's get some more bows, just so we can get the achievement. And yeah, now I think the play is we just get health. health will be what we need to face tank stuff. After this, we need 2 more sword upgrades and we'll get the other achievement. But you don't need to get lifesteal on your swords if you have, if you just get the health upgrade every single time. That's what I've learned. It's so fast. We can go even faster though. We can go even further beyond. More sword damage. Ooh. This should be the last one for the achievement. Let's see. Yep. There's the little achievement pop sound effect. Wow, sword cooldown. Yeah. We're gonna be kept... Oh, okay, never mind. It does go below 0.1 seconds. Maybe we should still go for sword cooldowns. It's at 0.0 seconds. Alright then, maybe that's maybe we should still be trying to pick up some of these sword cooldowns. Alrighty. Let's go double enemies. Yeah, why not? It's the final boss, so we know that we don't have to worry about face tanking too many things. So we can survive this. Oh my goodness. The swords are doing so much. Ooh, we did actually, that was actually kind of close, I think. That enemy was very healthy, but we should be fine. Let's see then. Because remember, even if we have a lot of health, and we are taking only 50% damage, we do still need more health than the enemy that we're about to like run into for the 50% to actually take into effect. If they have even a sliver more health than us, we do actually, technically speaking, die. But speaking of dying, that's what this guy's about to do. He doesn't even get to swing. That is how strong it is. So let's go ahead and... We are actually, technically speaking, we spent quite a lot of gold, but I imagine the gold that we get is only going to accumulate after this run. Because I think we started this at like 900 gold. And re-rolling this is going to be quite expensive. It takes 20 gold per re-roll of this. It takes 2 gold per re-roll of a normal chest. So... let's hope that we can find a sword damage times 2. And let's see then. Let's do some quick math. Let's pause here. It'll be... I will laugh if we can have the cooldown go to negatives. That'd be very funny. But I imagine that's not how they programmed it. And what's up, Daily Doge? Let's see. 358.5 times 115. We are doing 41,000 damage every, I guess, 0 seconds, technically speaking. Let's get horizontal speed, because like I said, horizontal speed is going to be some pretty important one. Only one dragon. I mean, do we need a dragon, Risuna? Do we need a dragon? Let's get double enemies, why not? We're doing more than enough damage, and I think double enemies are very handily dealt with. What count times 2? Yeah, now you can see the benefit of having higher speed to dodge those swords from the opposing guy. Now we just go all in on swords, I guess. But honestly, upgrading the sword might have diminishing returns, because, like I said, a lot of our sword damage is just going to come from the final boss. So maybe what we'll do is we'll start upgrading the dog. Because the nice thing about the dogs is that they will prevent us from getting caught in like an awkward situation where, oh, our swords are recharging for some reason. Also, depending on how they like lock onto stuff, they could maybe go and, what is it called? Oh, that's a 3-star dragon though. But let's reroll, see if we can get a 3-star dog. No, let's just get a sword then. It'll be nice if you can, like, if we have doubled up enemies, we can have the dogs go for one on the left and have the swords go for the one on the right or something like that. Dragon D's nuts. I should have probably expected that. But honestly, health pickups, I feel like, are the way to go. Right now, it doesn't really matter too much because, I mean, we're not taking that much damage, but there will come a time where we're going to need all of that health. Especially since we can't lifesteal the health. So maybe that is where it's going to come into play. Something we could try and bank on is having the double enemies dropping health crates for us. But that is not really the most reliable thing. So I saw something. Yeah, okay. I think the sword distance is now at a point where the swords are so far, or they can track from so far away, they might be able to kill stuff from before they appear on screen. Because they are flying away before we can see anything, I think. At least that's what I thought. But let's go ahead and grab some of these sword count increases. Oh, okay, well I was trying to grab the horizontal speed, but that's fine. Oh, there are no 3-star dogs. Let's just get a normal dog then, I suppose. I probably won't be getting the double pets because, well, we're very clearly invested in swords, but it'd be nice to have, I suppose. And you know what? Let's go double enemies. Maybe this can be where we can get even more health. And we have more than enough health to even tank some of these guys. So we should be fine. Sword count here. Let's get that dog. I'm just curious now what we're gonna do for when we have our final bow build. Our purple bow build. We've done a red sword build. This is our blue. Oh, we've done a red bow build. We've done a blue sword build. What are we gonna do for the purple one now? That's the question. Let's just go more double enemies. Because in theory, what the blue sword gives us +1 damage, like -10 speed, +1 sword count, but with double enemies, we might even get more than that anyway. I mean, there's a sword count +2 and a damage +1. Getting 82,000 health per pickup. Oh my goodness. Let's just get more double enemies. Why not? I can take the hits. I can gladly take these hits. Also, whoa, that was funky. The sword's like the little spin move there. I lost the tracking or something like that. Alright, let's get more dogs there. Ooh, hang on a second. That guy started to... Is it just me or... Hang on, where are my swords? Why am I not getting any swords? Has there been a glitch in the Matrix or something? Okay, there we go. For some reason, I was not getting any swords. I think the swords may have unironically glitched and they were still like swirling around. There we go. There are the swords. Now they're back. I think something happened and they were glitched and the swords were still technically speaking trying to find a target so they weren't respawning. Let's grab another one there. And let's see then. This is truly a Chinese game. They were trying to find the Bitcoin that was being mined. Oh, look at that big volley. Okay, let's see. Does he get an attack in? Let's see. I think he... No, he does not get an attack in. He gets to the negative damage. And there's a sword damage already. We don't even have to reroll. Alright, let's do some quick math here. 754 times 182. 137,000 damage per sword volley. This is just getting ridiculous now. And we get more sword count. If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure the world record is like 14,000 or something. So who knows? Let's get double enemies here. Why not? Honestly, I would prefer health drops from these guys. Because we're pretty much overkilling everything now. And honestly, yeah, pay attention now to our health. The swords from the bosses are actually going to start doing quite a bit to us. So I need to start picking up health, that's why. We have 304,000 right now. But... like, look at that. Enemies are dying before we even see them because of the swords. 329 right now is how much health we have. If a sword hits us, which is not going to hit us because they die instantly. Never mind then. Let's go ahead and get more health. But the issue is the exponential increase of the sword damage from them. They also have a sword build of their own. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. Oh, no. Fighting fire with fire. Sorry, I'm thinking of the wrong idiom. Let's... yeah. Because see, if we get a sword, it's plus 0.5 speed, which speed honestly doesn't matter, I think. Damage +1, count +1. Honestly, double enemies, we can get more than that. there's distance already, and there's sword count plus 2 already. We already have outvalued the increased sword by getting double enemies. So I think that is going to be our play now. We only ever get health or double enemies. And sometimes double enemies may even give us the health that we need. That'll also give us the chances at dog's apple. So it's really the jack of all trades. And we're at the point now where if we see a boss, we go for the funny little side-to-side sway. I wish we could get triple enemies. Oh my goodness, imagine that. We could probably handle triple enemies even, depending on how they stagger them. Ooh. More double enemies, sword count. Yeah, I think we're pretty solid for this run here now. The question is, how do we die? More double enemies. Oh my goodness, this is honestly, it's hurting my eyes how fast we're going and how much. It doesn't help that the blue swords are like very flashy and shiny. Let's be careful about this guy. Sword cooldown, sword counts. I think I picked up that in time, yeah. It's always sketchy when the enemies are right next to each other and you have to like try and swipe across to pick up both of them at the same time. Ooh, we're at 750,000. We're nearing the 1 million health mark. Even then though, that's not even the most. I think we've had 10 million before. Question though is, I mean, if we really want to go for funny memes, we can go for a double health ring at one of the final bosses. But honestly, I think having the damage, because again, having extra health it is nice, but the way it works is that if the enemy has even a single point of health more than you, you do still technically die. So I think reducing their health is a little bit better and safer. Make sure that you can tank some of those hits. And honestly, hang on a second. I think our bow is actually doing quite a bit of damage as well, not just the swords. Because looking ahead, it looks like the enemies are taking quite a bit of hits before the swords even get to them. I mean, obviously, once the swords do get to them, they vanish instantly, but the bow is doing some work, I suppose. Let's make sure to dodge these arrows. We're at 1 million now. Well, we were at 1 million, but we went back down. But we should be okay here. Yep, there we go. Back to 1 million. 1 million health. But okay, but look at that. We lost 100k to just like, what, 2 volleys from the enemy there? So that is the testament of how careful you have to be. So let's go ahead and pick up a health crate, because that recuperates any of the health that we took from that. So it really does come down to dodging, not even just the final boss. It comes down to dodging those smaller guys. Oh, this boss is gonna melt. He's not gonna have a chance to attack, I think. Absolutely not. And sword damage right there. Let's do a little math check. 1,553 times 229. 350,000 damage per volley. Also, what's a poke? But yeah, now I think we go for the health pickups. Because these guys are going to be very scary. Unless we just kill them instantly. We can still go for double enemies though, I think, because look at that. 68,000 health on a pickup. It's still worth it. And we're still getting stuff like dogs as well. 40 dogs. Still no dragons, by the way. We've gotten so many dogs from random pickups and not a single dragon. Maybe it knows that we're going for a sword build and it's like, you know what? Let's just give him dogs. The game knows. More speed. Let's get, 366,000 health. Ooh, we're almost at the... I wonder... No, I doubt we'll be able to get high enough where it's like, what, 1 billion health? I doubt it. After all, 1 billion is a very big number. Unless we go for memes and pick up the double health ring. Then we'll go for double enemies though. Okay. I'm just thinking, do I still try and maybe go for sword cooldown? Because I mean, there's no way it goes even smaller than that, right? There we go, double enemies. Sword count there. Ooh. 460,000. Yeah, like we dropped down to like 1.8 million there, I think, because of the damage that we took from the boss there. So honestly, yeah, the issue isn't gonna be face tanking enemies. It's gonna be the bosses just hitting us with their sword attacks. That's why I'm trying to pick up more of these horizontal cooldowns, or horizontal speeds rather. Those are gonna be what saves us. That and health. Dragons are, ironically enough, the dragons, which are supposed to be the bigger main bosses, or the bigger checkpoints, are the easier ones. Because of how slow their little fireballs are. Yeah, dude, little did I know, I wasn't expecting the horizontal to be so good, because I never got this far to realize how much danger there was. And how much the horizontal speed would come into play. Ooh, like look at how fast these are right now. Getting more health. Up to 3 million now. And yeah, with how they hone in on you as well. The little lock-ons that they have. It's literally like they have their own swords. And honestly, if I'm not mistaken, I feel like their distances are also getting a bit further. Like, they start shooting from a lot further away. Like, I remember early on, you only see them starting to shoot, like, when you see them yourself. But they're getting to the point now where they're starting to shoot you before we can see them. Like, they're also upgrading their distances and stuff like that. Or maybe it's just because of how fast we're moving. Let's go ahead and grab some of these. Oh. Alright, let's see. More health. But going all in on swords is nice because again, you don't have to worry about upgrading the other stuff. So we can very easily say, oh, forget about the other stuff. Let's just pick health every single time because we don't have to worry about, but my lifesteal. Yeah, let's go double enemies. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling like we can get away with that. Ooh. Let's not get too cocky though. The boss is definitely killing all. Oh yeah, absolutely. That's why you stock up early. Like, honestly, the final boss is so simple and so easy purely because of the fact that you don't have to, like, face tank him and stuff like that. Like, look at how slow he is. Let's... Oh, sword car? No, we need sword damage. Man, we're using a lot of our gold. I think we started off with, like, 700, 800 gold. But I imagine, I would like to think that we're going to make all of that back and then some with how big of a run we have here. Ooh-wee. Again, the furthest I've ever seen, well, the highest score I've ever seen, I think was like 14,000. So I imagine it couldn't go higher than that, but we'll see. We might have a record breaker on our hands here. But look at that, we took like 400,000 damage from that. Well, we heal up by 1.1 million though. So it's all a matter of just, we will take damage, it's a matter of healing it back up. And honestly, the lifesteal I think wouldn't heal up enough. Just off the lifesteal alone. Taking the health pickups are where it's at, I think. Taking the health pickups or going for double enemies and banking on getting enough health pickups that it counteracts it. Or it's worth it, rather. 1.3? Yeah, let's go with that. Yeah, the final boss really is the easiest. Like, when I first reached the final boss, I was like, wait a minute. I don't have to, like, he doesn't even walk into us? That's so easy. Because at least with the other bosses, there's sort of like a hard check of like, either they kill you or you don't have enough health to face them. The final boss is the only one where it's like, okay, well, maybe if you're skilled enough, you can like dodge his attacks. So maybe you can do that. But actually, no, what am I saying? Everything requires skill here. Even this. Even just me mashing left and right very quickly. Where's the health? So no more health like pickups? There we go. Sword counts. Oh, that's only... Ooh. And yeah, the issue with how fast they are getting there is, if you aren't paying attention, they can very easily like get 10 hits into you like all at once or something like that. But as I was saying, the one kind of annoying thing about the swords is that I didn't realize until now is that the swords can technically whiff if they if you move to the sides and stuff like that. They do kind of follow you and your motions. Ooh, 2 swords that you'd love to see. Normally you only get +1 sword. Like right here. Yeah, it's also very dangerous in that the swords that do track you from the enemy boss, those are also the ones where it's 3 clustered together and not like a fan of 3. So you're guaranteed if those hit you, they're to take like 3 times as much damage as you would normally. Like look at that, they're shooting from all the way over here. Oh, unfortunately I accidentally picked up the sword cooldown instead of the sword count. I couldn't really control that because I was going a bit too fast and a bit too furious with my slaloming, my wiggly waggling. Unfortunately, I cannot control it when I'm going this fast. Right, we have 10 million though, which honestly, 12 million, technically speaking, isn't that much considering that we entered like this run or like this lap, I suppose, after defeating the boss with like 10 million. So we've been taking that much damage that we're down. We haven't had a net gain of too much, which is honestly kind of scary to think about. I'm gonna focus on getting some more health up. And then we need to avoid this. Ooh, like look at that, we took 2 million right there and then. We do heal it back up, but it's scary. What we really can do is... we can go for a meme double health ring from the final boss, but that it feels like such a lame thing to do. It feels funnier seeing double damage on your swords instead. Health. Oh, it's nice. Arrow frequency. Ooh. Alright, now I think we're starting to slowly claw our way back up. We're almost at 20 million now. But I am honestly curious, because I mean, the game had an update, and the update was apparently for having a look at the at your buffs in the menu when you pause the game. But I am curious to see, like, are they going to update the game to have, like, other weapons or other items and stuff like that? That'd be very funny to see. Tell me you don't get an attack in. Oh, very close. You almost got one in. Do we double health? Nah. Let's go double swords. I can find it. We are using a lot of our gold here. Sword damage times 2. Okay, good. down to 290 gold though, so we gotta either start praying that we get sword damage more often or frequently, or hope that we survive. Let's go double enemies, yeah. Ooh, we took like 1.3 million there. We should be fine though. I feel like the swords are gonna come out. Yep, there they are. Oh, I don't want to take double enemies, so let's find. Oh, 3.4 million. Ooh. But yeah, I think now is where things are gonna start going downhill because we're at 15.4 million HP. We're slowly losing health, I think. The hits from the swords are dealing so much damage. From 15.4 down to 12.5 now. And healing gives us what? If we can find one, 3.6. Okay. But yeah, honestly, I think the health gain from possible bows aren't enough to offset that. Like, there's no way you heal up 3 million health from each like little mini boss. Should have probably grabbed that health instead. More swords, more swords, more swords. And unfortunately, I don't think the swords have that much. Well, maybe if you get it far enough, but I don't think the swords have enough distance to try and like take out the enemy bosses before they even see you, or before their swords come into play. But killing them as soon as possible, it does obviously help out a lot, because it means less dodging, and also you don't have to face tank them. 4.5 million now. Cooldown. I still don't know if sword cooldown matters. Let's get arrow damage instead. I mean, yeah. I just noticed now our health that we're getting from lifesteal is like 2 health. We're getting 2 health when we have 20 million health on as our max. I mean, granted, our lifesteal thing is still at level 1, and our bow is also like not upgraded, but still. Health there. Oh yeah, like it's only 7% lifesteal. Alright, but there we go. Now with all this health that we're picking up, we're up to 42 million, so getting back into a comfortable spot. As I say, as we just lose like 7 million, almost to 9 million, 10 million almost. Oh my goodness. Alright, well, at least according to the one video I watched, which was like a highest of 14,000, I feel like we now have a new... Hang on, let's first make sure we get past this. Might have a new record, from what I've seen. And that's all that matters. It's the highest that I know of, the highest score I have seen. I'm sure people have had much higher scores than this though. I'm sure people have been able to like actually dodge these swords and not just mash wildly and pray. Right, let's see. Sword damage. Honestly, what I'll do is, if I see double health as a possible reward, I'm just gonna take it. Instead of trying to reroll for double swords. Actually, could I? I said it out loud, but now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, these enemies are getting quite bulky. Maybe they're having more damage is still gonna be useful. But then again though, like I've been saying, the face tanking damage isn't that bad. It's the sword damage that's doing us in. So, let's see. We'll see what happens when we get to the final boss and see what the buffs are that we can get. Ooh, +2 swords, yes please. And this should be a dragon. Oh no, it's not a dragon. Whoops, my bad, my bad, my bad. This music is going to haunt you. Oh, trust me, yeah. I mean, at first I was very much into the fact that the music like ramps up over time. I was like, oh, this actually sounds really cool. I like that it works very slow at the start, like boop, 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 but then picks up. But after hearing it for like what 40 minutes in a loop, I can see the sentiment of it getting kind of annoying. All right, place your bets. Does he get an attack in or not? Has 20 million HP left. Ooh, he does get an attack in, it looks like. Only one though. Sword count, arrow damage, gold plus 50. None of that is what we want, and we only have 20 gold left. Sword count does not help us. Gold, technically speaking, would help us. I'm gonna reroll once. Sword damage, never mind. We're good. We're golden. We're back in this. We are so back. That dubstep, oh my goodness. Did they have dubstep? You know what they need? They need, when it gets fast enough, it just converts into like an Alvin and the Chipmunk style song. Let me take a sip of water. This is getting some intense gaming right here. Let's see though. Maybe what I'll do is maybe in a separate run. I know I did it for like I accidentally did it off stream the one time, but I did like an all pit run where I just had like a whole bunch of dragons. And the issue with dragons is that the dragons are so many and so loud that they actually like slow down the game, and they make the audio all crunchy. But I do think it's quite funny. In my mind, I'm like, oh wait, getting double pits is so much value because you're doubling not only like the dragons, but you're also doubling the dogs as well. It's like, imagine if you could double swords and bow. That sounds great, doesn't it? So maybe we can go for some cheeky little double pits in the future. I do think that the next run is definitely going to be the purple bow with trying to max out the number of arrows. So I just shotgun the entire screen essentially with how many arrows get shot out at once. There is an achievement after all for shooting 120 arrows at the same time. Initially I thought, oh, is it having a collective total of 120 arrows on screen? Because of like just that much frequency? No. They want you to shoot out 120 arrows at once essentially, I think. Which is kind of interesting to think about. Yeah, we actually have quite a lot of dogs now that I think about it. We've slowly been accumulating them by our luck. There's 58 dogs now. Oh my goodness. Watching the screen shake so violently when I'm dodging back and forth actually hurts my eyes. For some reason, I woke up this morning at like 12 a.m. Okay, I know why I woke up this morning at 12 a.m. I took a nap last night at like 8 p.m. And taking a nap is always dangerous that late at night because that nap turned into a full-on sleep. So I woke up at midnight and I'm like, oh, let me just go back to sleep. Surely I can do that, right? Nope, I could not go back to sleep. So I ended up laying in bed for like 6 hours instead. Oh my goodness, this guy just wiped out 20 million health from just his swords alone. We need to heal that back up right now. Health? Hello? Honestly, maybe the play when we get to the final boss is getting 50 gold so we can reroll health. Because things are looking a little bit dicey now. I haven't been seeing that many regular health drops as well. And even then, those are significantly less powerful than the 10 millions that we're getting from the big chests. Yeah, 2 million health back. That's like, what, one hit? damage. It's a dragon. Dragons are nice and easy for us. I'll pick up the arrow damage anyway, just because I think it might help. With how frequently we're shooting over time, it could be useful. Million, that's what you love to see. Arrows speed. Ooh, it's also the arrows are now at that very the arrows are now at that perfect speed where it's like the frequency of the arrows match the the frame rate or whatever. So it looks like they're not even traveling at all. It just looks like they're a still image or a set of still images flashing on and off. Back. Sword count, that's what you love to see. Is this the final? No, this is the final boss. Wait, is it just me? I think the bar on the left is kind of bugged out. Like it's not tracking properly because we were not at the final boss, at least according to that little bar. Alright, place your bets. Does he get an attack? Okay, this is actually kind of... We're actually taking quite a few hits here. Wait. I think I'm moving too fast in that I can't micro adjust properly in between the gaps here. I am a victim of my own speed. I'm going too fast and too furious, honestly. And we're taking... Oh, this is taking quite a bit of damage from it. Alright, but the swords are easier to dodge, though. I just need to be careful of when he does that swing move. Like that. Whoa! Out of the way there. Alright, do we get a double sword? No double sword. Do we go double health, though? I'm gonna go double health. We're only up to... We're honestly, we're not even back up to that much health. We're back to how much we had before we went into that boss fight. But I didn't want to risk doubling down or didn't want to risk using our speed or losing our gold. And we also lost 70,000 there, or 70 million there. And yeah, I think the bar is definitely glitched. We are stuck perpetually in the almost at the final boss. Oh, that's taking a lot of damage. I think it's just lagging behind right now because it is moving up, I think, but it's not moving up at the correct pace. Oh, something tells me though. Woo-wee! I don't know how much longer we have in us. Well, we can go for the dragons, I suppose. Every dragon is a quarter of the way, because only now does it reset. I think there's a dragon coming up next, right? Yeah, okay. I think it's 3 of the sword guys and then the dragon. Sword counts. Honestly, we actually... Ooh. Is it just me or are we starting to not do enough damage? Are we starting to not do enough damage to these small guys? I think we might actually be doing... Okay, no, we did take out that guy. I'm gonna take out these guys, but not the small little ogres, I guess. You can call them. We're maintaining a roughly okay health pool, but yeah. Unless we get lucky with all of these small health drops, like 9 million there, that's something. Oh, there we go. Nah, yeah, I think once we get close enough, we can just hug the right wall, or hug a wall, and then we should be okay. Yeah, that's definitely the strat then. Get close enough and then just hug the wall. So I think the swords physically cannot possibly come out at that angle with how fast they're going. There's another dragon. We are running low on gold. But yeah, those red guys are getting a bit too tough to deal with. Alright, let's zigzag, and then once we get to about here, we can go to the side. Because honestly, if we zigzag in front, like right in front of them, that might be worse because we are guaranteed to cross over the front of them way too often. And with how many swords that they dish out in front of them, that's very dangerous. There we go. I think that's the strat, absolutely. Alright, we're back up to 200 million though. And we can just farm these small guys. But yeah, this is now turned from a game of killing the guys as you walk along to now avoiding as much as possible. Everything can and will kill you, or at least slowly kill you. So it's all about just dodging. Even if these guys, we do kill these guys, honestly, the drops that they could potentially give aren't worth it with how much we have. Like, what is an extra 1 damage when we're dealing 12,000 damage per hit? We do not need an extra 1 sword damage, honestly. I mean, if they do drop health, that is the only like possible nice thing that we could get from them. Honestly, yeah, now we're at a point where it's just dodge everything. Maybe we can start investing in the bow bolts, get that working up as well. Maybe, actually no. I think just doubling down, going all in on the sword is better. Let's preserve some gold and let's just get a dog, shall we? Even though I feel like it's not doing much. If anything, we should get some dragons maybe, if we can. Because that means that if we do eventually multiply it later on, we can get some better value out of it. But I think it's a bit too late now to try and focus up and upgrade the... Ooh, final boss again. Try and upgrade the bow. Because again, I don't think we can lifesteal enough for it to matter. Try not to lose too much health to these fireballs. Ooh, as I say, we lose 20 million. That's very bulky though. 250 million. I didn't check. Did he have 1 billion health actually, now that I think about it? Well, we'll see. He'll get a second health bar once we take out this final 200 million. Show me a 1 billion health bar. Actually, don't show me a 1 billion health bar. That's going to be very scary to deal with. Oh, there goes another 20 million from us. I wish there was a way you could fine move and like move very slowly against this guy. Right. No, he didn't have 1 billion. Only like what, 400 million? I say only. Alright, there we go. Oh, that was a lot of damage. That was a horrible attack. The swipe does so much. We need to make sure we don't get hit by another one of those. Okay, whew. We need health, we need health, we need health, we need health, we need health. Okay, let's get back up to normal. Okay. Like I said, we're definitely not doing enough damage now. Since we didn't take the double damage, we are definitely not doing enough damage. It's all about surviving now, but oh my goodness. I don't think we're surviving. Oh. We got up to 19,000 though. We didn't get 20,000, but 19,000 with the all swords. It was better than the all red bow damage. And we get 619 gold, which it does suck that in the grand scheme of things, we do come out negative on that run, but we do get a very high score though. I mean, hey, what, we had 16,000? I'm pretty happy with that. Hope you all have a good rest of your day or night or afternoon, depending on where you are in the world. And until next time, bye bye.